Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm VelvettB, and thank you for coming along with me on this speed build today. So we are building a contemporary home. It is going to be base game only. So base game only builds are, they've got their own sort of unique challenge in the sense that, well, for me anyway, I try to make base game homes not look like base game homes. That's my challenge when it comes to building a base game home. But I actually really like building a base game home. I don't know why. It's just one of those things where I like the challenge, but I also like the simplicity of building with just base game. I think it's because your choices are so limited. You kind of have to get creative with the choices that you do have available to you, which I really appreciate. I like having to push my boundaries a little bit, get creative, and perhaps do something a little bit different. I do try to do something like, this little touches that are a little bit different with a base game home, and bring a little bit of personality to it, and just make it, as I said, not look like it's a base game home. It's just one of those things. So the build that I'm working on today is a suburban contemporary modernish home. So, something that you would find in sort of suburbia, nice modern touches. And I'm just working on the roofs at the moment. So the roofs were a little bit complicated because there was quite a few of them. I don't know, I'm just kind of into roofing with lots of like little roofs and stuff at the moment. I don't know what that is. I go through different phases with different things. So, you kind of like, you're inspired by something, and then you just sort of go through this phase of being inspired by that thing, and then you'll get inspired by something else, and then you'll move on to that thing. And it's just one of those evolutions of being a builder in The Sims with The Sims 4, I think. So I think the roofs are about done. So I'm just doing the last of the sort of porch balcony deck areas. And getting those together, and then I'm going to start on the old landscaping. So I think, I definitely activated debug for the landscaping. They're just, I just don't like not having all the options from debug when it comes to landscaping, because basically all of the best stuff is in debug for the landscaping. So I do go into debug, and I can't stop myself because it is the nicest stuff. Like this dark green stuff that is available in debug, there's like a version that you can get that's not debug, but it's like this bright green, and I don't know, I just like the darker green. So I do go into debug to get that because it's my favorite and I like to use it. So with the landscaping, I actually did have an idea of what I was doing with that. It was, I didn't want to go flowery with this because it was sort of like a contemporary style home. I wanted to do that more contemporary style landscaping, which does lend itself more to sort of the greenery and the bushes and sort of that confined sort of garden stuff without being like super flowery. You can see I'm just getting like a little touch of flowers in there just to add, a little bit more of, prettiness to the build. But I didn't go like overboard with like lots of wild flowers and that sort of thing. I kept it pretty simple and pretty green as far as the landscaping went, and that was a deliberate plan, because I wanted sort of the green on the brown as my sort of landscaping vibe. That's what I was going for, so happy with that. I feel like that sort of does lend itself. I mean, it does depend on, like, if you're building for a particular sim or something like that. Like, if you've got a sim who's really into gardening, then I could absolutely see a contemporary home that has, like, this beautiful flowery garden and that sort of thing, and that can really work. But I didn't have, well, I know there's some sims there, but I didn't actually have some particular sims in mind for this build at this stage. I'm just kind of building something that I want to build, something that I like a really nice contemporary home that I like to look at. it just really, each build is different. Like sometimes I do have a particular build in sim in mind, or I'm building and then I get an idea of what the sim is that will live in the house will be as I sort of start to bring in the personality to the build. A lot of the time the personality won't come in until I'm decorating, and sometimes that can be when I'm decorating the backyard, or it can be when I'm decorating inside. It sort of depends. I don't always get it like instantly, the vibe of the sim that I feel like will live in the house immediately, but at some stage I kind of start to get an idea of the personality of the person that would be going into that house, or the people that would be going into that house, if that makes sense. But I don't necessarily always start out understanding that or knowing that. But each build is different, and you know, that can be a different thing for a different build. Like, you know, the next build I do, I might have a perfect idea of who's going in there and build to that. So yeah, it really does depend. So you can sort of see it is starting to take shape. So it's just me sort of reshaping things and evening things out. We've got the lovely black steel roof, I think, on there. Oh no, I've actually gone for a tile. So that's cool. So I went for the tile. I usually, with these sort of homes, I do go for the black steel, but I have gone for the tile, and I've mixed stone and clapboard for the materials on the wall. So I actually went with a cream opposed to a white. So I've mixed like whites in like different areas, but I've more sort of gone creamy than I have white, which I think is, normally I would go white. So going cream is a little different for me. It's a small difference. Like you might not even notice that I went cream, but that was a deliberate choice not going white, because I like quite often go quite monochrome when it comes to these contemporary homes. It just, contemporary homes just lend themselves to like monochrome, or like having you know, black and white, and then mixing in like browns, and then maybe like one pop of color like a blue or something. I mean, that's just absolutely perfect for a contemporary home. But in this case I went with cream and grey rather than black and white, so it's a slight variation of that. But I feel like the cream is like a softer color. It is hard with base game as well, because you've got some limitations as far as what colors actually, you know, look good at the end of the day. But I think I did all right. I'm really happy with how this came together. Like, I think it looks really nice. I'm doing a pool with a raised platform around it. Again, that's just one of these, I'm just in one of these phases where I like doing raised platform pools at the moment. I don't know why. Again, I just like them. So just going through a bit of a phase with that, and just doing some bushes around the edge of the pool, because you can't actually connect, or I couldn't connect that because of the height of the foundation of the house compared to the height of the foundation on the pool. I can't actually connect the pool to the house, if that makes sense. So just putting the bushes in between the pool and the house just takes away that little gap in between, without making it look so obvious that I can't connect the two. So going in for decoration, I'm just using the holiday pack as well. I consider that base game. I mean, you guys consider that base game, right? The holidays pack, because everybody can access it, and it's free. So I feel like it's basically base game, and they should make it base game. And I don't know why they don't make it base game. Maybe, yeah, I don't know why they don't make it, but just base game. Why it has to be like a separate pack, or yeah, anyway, I don't know. But we are coming together with decorating the outside. So this is actually a family home. So that is something that I was thinking about as I decorated it. So that's why we've got the little monkey bars going in there. I'm just doing a bit of terrain paint around the paths just to give them a bit more of a natural look. And just finishing off the decoration on the exterior. So I kept it pretty simple. Like, I didn't do heaps and heaps of different things on the exterior. I feel like it makes it more usable if you don't sort of put too much stuff there. And it's something that, you know, if you are moving a sim into the house, then that's something that you can clutter up to your heart's content with all the sim stuff as they earn their money and bits and pieces along the way. And I mean, you know, there's limitations with base game, because you just sort of will end up using the same stuff over and over again if you have too much space and that sort of thing. So like I did ages and ages ago, I did a million simoleon base game only mansion. Oh my lord, was that a challenge. Like, finding enough things that are in base game to fill a house to get the value over 1,000,000 simoleons, like, not easy at all. Not easy at all. So there's like a lot of repetition and like using the most expensive stuff I could find to get it up to that value. I didn't have to obviously do that today because I'm not doing some sort of crazy build. I'm just doing something a bit more regular like, but yeah. Finding enough things sometimes to fill builds when it comes to base game, stuff that you like and stuff that fits the vibe of your build, that's where it comes into being a bit more of a challenge. Okay, so we've got the floor plan settled. I've got the lighting in. So the rooms with the tiles, aside from the big one, which is going to be kitchen and dining. I think I can build. Did I combine kitchen and dining? Yes, I think I did. And then the other rooms will be bathrooms. So it is 3 and 3, I think. 3 bedroom, 3 bathrooms. I think. Pretty sure that's the case. Anyway, we are now moving into the hallway. So the contrast color that I ended up using for this. I'm thinking about it. I think it was green, actually. Oh no, I went blue and cream. That's right, I did. I went blue and cream. So this is my little trick that I do with the shoe rack. So this is a base game trick. You just use the immaculate shelving. You need the move objects cheat on, obviously, and you just line the shelving up and push the shoe rack back a little bit, and you have a different colored shoe rack. So Bob's your uncle. So oh, this is me just working out what I'm doing with the TV, and I decided to put a fireplace in, so that's nice. But yeah, I did blue and cream on the interior, so that's a little bit different as well, because as I said, I do like to go monochrome on the interiors when it comes to contemporary homes with like little pops of color, but I decided to go like a little bit harder on the color and brought in like blue on the furnishings and kept the wall neutral, whereas more often than not I will like bring the color into the wall and then keep the furnishings neutral, if that makes sense. So I kind of flipped it around a little bit in this build. But the thing with base game is it does actually have a lot of really good blues. It doesn't have so many greens. So green is a lot harder to build with in base game. Brown is good. Brown is good in base game. Green is not good. Red is a challenge in base game. Purple, good luck to you. Orange, so yeah, basically when I am building base game, there's like a limited amount of colors that I can really get away with using, I feel, particularly if it's a bigger home. Like if it's a smaller home, I think you could probably have better luck, but a bigger home like this one, it does, yeah, you've got limitations as to what colors you've got a decent amount of stuff with that you can use. No, I think orange might be okay. Anyway, these curtains. So I put these curtains in and I put them all around the place, but it ended up bugging me because you can sort of see the windows that I've used are the really full windows. So they basically take up the whole wall. But the curtains that I've chosen just are about, a few inches too short for those windows. And I kind of put them in around the place and I was just kind of mulling it over. I was just like, am I going to be bugged by this? Is this going to bug me? And you'll see at the point a little bit later in the build where I decided, yes, this bugs me. So those curtains end up changing. So keep an eye out a little bit later in the build for that. But the living room area, oh, you know what? I actually did something a little bit different because normally in a contemporary kind of build like this, I would have open living, dining, kitchen. But I actually wanted to have a closed off separate kitchen area and put dining inside the kitchen area. So kind of had that more as your casual sort of dining sort of family dining area, and then like out in the living area is going to be more for your entertainment side of things. So yeah, so I did separate kitchen dining to the living, which yeah, I don't often do. when it comes to contemporary homes, I will usually keep that open, but I decided I wanted to close it off this time, so I did. And this is kind of like more the sort of reading kind of nook. It's got all your books and bits and pieces there, so it's a cute little reading nook. And then you've got like the living room area is like actually really large, and it was kind of like quite a challenge thinking of all the things to put in there to fill it up, but I got there in the end. So downstairs we have the guest bathroom. But there is one bedroom downstairs as well, so this is sort of the bathroom for that bedroom as well. So guest / downstairs bedroom bathroom. So once again, I'm just bringing in the blue into that room. I don't know why I use those just thinking why I use those sinks. I think because of the blue, because they are quite traditional looking, and I was going for something like a little bit more modern, but I think it was because of the blue. But yeah, beautiful little blue bathroom. You know what? I really like this kitchen and how it came out. I quite like the little kitchen dining room combo, and I actually fit a bar in there as well because it was quite a large kitchen area. So I was like, how can I fill this area up? So this is me just kind of half and halving the wallpaper, and just doing like a little, a little fruit bowl. No, not a fruit bowl thing. Ended up using the VIP bucket, the locked items that you get in the game, with the Better Build Buy mod by Twisted Mexi. This is my favourite mod, by the way. My favourite mod in the whole wide world. I don't use many mods, but this mod, I basically use all the sort of the cheat mods and UI cheats and MCCC, as well as the Better Build Buy mod and Better Exceptions mod. That's basically it for all the mods that I use. Anyway, Better Build Buy, you've got an option where you can tick unlocks off, and you being able to use being able to use locked items in a base game only build is quite handy. So there is an actual, if you don't have mods, there is an actual cheat for this. I think it's like bb.unlocks entitlements on, something like that. So yeah, I'll try and remember to pop that up on the screen, but good luck with that. But yeah, it's a really handy cheat. So if you are like into base game builds, or you have limited packs and that sort of thing, being able to unlock some of these little items just kind of mixes it up a little bit. Like there's some items there you don't see very often, which is very cool. Anyway, I really liked how that kitchen came out, but I didn't talk about it at all because I was too busy going on about cheats. But it's a super cute little kitchen, and had like a little island and then the blue, and yeah, I think it's nice. So anyway, moving on to the bedroom downstairs. So the downstairs bedroom is actually the kids' bedroom. So I'm doing sort of like a brighter, bolder kind of vibe for this with the colours. I will actually change the wallpaper as well. You'll see that as evolved. Like I'll quite often do that. Like I'll decorate the room and then I will sort of flick through and change the wallpapers, because sometimes I want to get the decorations down and then work out how the wallpaper sort of fits in with that. And as you can see there, I actually ended up going with the yellow, and that colour will actually come back a little bit later in the build as well. Again, so yeah, I think the yellow actually contrasted really nicely with your yellow, and with the blues that I'd chosen, because we're going through blues throughout the throughout the build. So that's my theme color. But I think with like a kid's room and stuff, you can, and any of the bedrooms really, it's good to sort of deviate, or you don't have to stick to what you've done throughout the rest of the house, because you can add so much more personality into a bedroom. So that's something that I do like to do. Like I'll start with the base. I mean, I won't always change the wallpapers in bedrooms, but I do find like a lot of the time I do. So I'm just doing like another little study area upstairs. So this is sort of like the upstairs lounge area, and private lounge area, family lounge area, however you want to put it that. So that's just sort of for the family, and this is where I changed all of the curtains around. So I ended up switching to that style of curtain there that is up in this bedroom, and you'll probably see it on the tour as well. I've just changed all the curtains around the rest of the house as well, in the variety of colors, because I think that had the same colors as the other curtain that I chose, but this curtain was longer. Which was better. So this bedroom here is, I'm going with browns with a touch of yellow. So just bringing in, you know, that little touch of yellow again, little pops of blue here and there, just to keep up with like the theme of the rest of the house. But this house, this room is definitely more to sort of the natural shades in the brown. I kind of more envisioned this as a teenager's room. Don't know if it's masculine or feminine. I was kind of undecided on that, but there was like nail polish and stuff that it could be masculine or feminine, whichever way you want to go. So I was going to sort of tie in blue with the rug, but it just felt like a little bit jarring, like there wasn't sort of a harmonious blend when I was putting blue into this room. So I did like little touches of blue and little touches of yellow just to sort of make it feel like it was still part of the build. Cohesive, that's the word I'm going for, cohesive. So this has like a little ensuite bathroom, so just doing the same sort of thing as we did downstairs, but bringing in a little bit more brown, which matches the bedroom and the theme color in the bedroom. But once again, like a little bit of touch of blue as well. So hang on, maybe this is 4 bedroom. Okay. No, 3 bedroom. Debating with myself. So this is the master bedroom. So once again, bringing in that yellow, you can see sort of the blue on the bed. What I really liked about this bed was the swatch. Actually, there were a couple of swatches in this bed that are absolutely lovely, but I keeping up with the theme of the house. I wanted to use the pink one, then I was like, it doesn't work with the rest of the house, so what are you doing, Velvet? So I've used the blue one instead, and then once again repeated what we did downstairs in the kids' bedroom and brought in the yellow. So there is the, what is it, stylist or trendsetter or something like that career, and one of the locked items is that board that I put in the wall decoration stuff into just to create a faux painting. So it's one of those little creative things that I come up with every now and then when I'm doing base game building. So it sort of matched the bed and the bedroom color wise. So this bedroom I sort of did little touches of grey rather than doing a lot of blue. I think because there was like a little bit of grey, yes, with the bed. So that's why I sort of brought in the grey touches of blue once again, and then with yellow, because those colours all work really harmoniously together. So I think that looked really nice, just with the white curtains, just to sort of offset that, and the white rug. So going into the ensuite bathroom for that bedroom, and just doing the same sort of thing again, but once again, just sort of doing the colour theme of the bathroom to match the bedroom that it's against. And it's got the shower bath combo, which is always nice. Had a little bit of space for a faux laundry, so oh no, I got rid of that. Oh yeah, there wasn't quite enough room to get into the bathroom, so I was like, oh, not sure if there's enough room, so nixed that idea. Oh yeah, it is 4 bedrooms. Is this 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms? Wow. Okay. I can't count. Anyway, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Oh my gosh, it is bigger than I thought. So we did all right. So this is the last bathroom. So, oh yeah, I really liked this idea that I did. I ended up having to change that door around a little bit. So you see me just fixing it up here because I wanted to move that door over, and then like how I had it wasn't working. But I really liked using that corner counter in that corner. This is something I'm going to remember for when I want something to fill a corner again, because I don't know, I just never really thought about using counters in a corner. But when you've got corner counters, I mean, hello, perfect. So in this last bedroom, I think it actually ended up being green. So I think this one just, yeah, it did. It ended up having touches of green. So it's still got your blue in there, but I mixed that up with like a little bit of green. So I just kind of evolved that. I'm about to do like a custom mirror, so I'm just using debug, and it's like a couple of debug pillars, and then I was just going through and just finding some fencing that I could use on the top that was you know, that a decent color. I don't know, it might be weird, it might not, undecided, but anyway, that's what I did. And then I did another weird thing, so I just used those flags to fill this mega frame thing. And I mean, it's the same sort of colors and stuff. I don't know, weird or not. This bedroom I went a little bit nuts and did some weird things. It's kind of like last bedroom, I'm just going to throw the kitchen sink in here and just try out some stuff. So just getting in like a little wardrobe sort of thing. Once again, as I said, I just sort of brought in like a little bit more green into this room. I was going to do like a corner couch thing, but I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So you'll sort of see I will change a few colors on some of the furnishings just to bring in like a little bit more white as the contrast color in this build. It just made it look a little bit more cohesive and kind of brought everything together, so it worked. And that is our build. So let's take a tour of what we did. So you can sort of see a beautiful sunset, I'm going to say, happening in Newcrest. I'm pretty sure it's Newcrest, or is it Willow Creek? I don't know. I'm not sure which one I built it in. Anyway, a beautiful sunset there, and we've got our lovely backyard. I mean, you can sort of see the Sims out there entertaining and having a barbecue, and the kids are running around and playing up on the monkey bars. Oh, look at that beautiful sunset. So, yeah, we've got the cream and the grey and the black, which I think is nice, with little touches of white here and there, and just sort of like a nice lush garden, but in the in green. So 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. We've got a separate kitchen and dining area, and then a really large living room. So this was actually quite a large build, larger than I remember it being. Good old me. So yeah, going through to the living area, as I said, we did blue as a contrast color throughout. Little touches of blue in the different rooms, so blue and cream in a lot of the shared living areas. So we've got like a little study area, chess area, and then that sort of goes through to our little book area here, so you can sit down and do your studying and your homework. And then into the kitchen, which I absolutely love. I think this came out sort of, yeah, really soft and pretty, but super functional as well. So you got your bar, your dining area, kitchen island for preparing your food. Then into the downstairs bathroom. So this is sort of guest bathroom, kids bathroom, which is why it has a bath as well as a shower. And then into the kids bathroom, so I mean kids bedroom, so nice and bright. Once again, still sticking with the blues, but the brighter version of the blues. Upstairs we have the living room area upstairs, so this is sort of the family living room, sort of hangout area. And then into the first of the bedrooms, so this is kind of my experimental bedroom where I was trying out a few things. So this is sort of in the blue and green, and then that's the ensuite bathroom with the little triangle counter area, which I am going to be using again at some point. Then into the teenage bedroom, so this is the brown teenage bedroom with sort of little touches of blue and yellow around the place. So pretty simple. And then into the master bedroom, which has the blue and the yellow, light and bright, and touches of grey as well. I really like that bedroom. For a starter bedroom, I think that's really nice. I'm not a starter, a base game. Base game only. So a little table and everything there. And that is our build. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.